Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe, that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. The returner will field it and try to do some business. So Ohio State's offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games and big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
Power football with the run. Nifty run there. Pick up with 6 out to the 25.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Chubb. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
They'll throw it on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. You know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
He's back to throw on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run
my
it
4th
on
and 3.
3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that
was
3rd
horrible,
and
guys.
medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and the defense holds. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a peek at them for the first time.
What the shit was that?
As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
just a gargantuan pace. He has it all the way down to the 12. He'll keep it himself. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Listen, I know you don't want to run your quarterback every play, but when you got a guy that can scoot like that, bro, you got to give him the football. You got to give him opportunities, just not too many.
And it is so tempting, especially if you feel like you need a big play and you know he can get it for you.
Yep, and I think that's why you tell him to protect himself. End of runs, slide, get down, don't take those big hits.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it, Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense just...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Now the play fake. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the return, it's Graves. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt coverage.
Oh, this team stinks.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse. And they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything we dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. The Wolfpack will get the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada.
I know we're only engaged game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive.
Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He finds his man. And sure, tackle.
I'll take my last quarter for the half.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
They've already failed to convert on fourth down once in the first quarter. Doesn't stop them from trying it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field.
It's really early in the game, right? Fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Nevada.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Line gets set, 1st down. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Off-play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I think receivers really separate themselves with body control. To be able to hang in the air but stay in bounds and keep that foot on the ground. Unbelievable job catching the football and staying in bounds down the sidelines.
It's caught downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Nevada comes to the line on 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nevada.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Right back to the well. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Can't meet the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He's up to 51 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Bulldozes his way through. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, giving up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Chambers. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need...
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it. There's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Chop. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Finds a man on the right. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, in 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
And this one splits the uprights. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David,
off he goes. Continues to fight for yards. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Quickly complete. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Snags it over the middle. Great move there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want in offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short. Now set up in a 1st.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Got his man on the right. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
PAT unit on the field. And it's perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown. They're trailing by 10 to Ohio. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield.
Come on, guys.
And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Good pass protection isn't just offensive line, right? Running backs also have to be able to pick up the blitz. That running back did an outstanding job. That allowed his quarterback to just buy a little bit more time before making that throw.
He'll pull it on the read. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This defense really has their hands full, guys. They got to play with great eye discipline because they don't know who's going to be keeping the football in the run game. And that time, you saw the QB. He was able to kind of skirt his way to get some positive yards.
They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the 1st down here. This Nevada offense really has it going. Using his legs, it's Clements.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Quarterback on the keeper. They knock him down right there.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Oh, they blocked the kick. He picks it up. That's a live ball.
Good job, guys.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense.
Hike the ball.
All right, you're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Wells. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's involved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Maybe feeling a little better about things. Still a 21-point game as they're set to kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun. Give on the inside. He now has 63 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man.
Come on, guys. We got to get back there faster.
He gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Off the play fake on 1st down. short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short. Defensively taking all the throws and options away from the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last.
Lost one deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 35. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, trying to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Might be looking to run. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
He's got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
All right, guys, we're starting to figure it out a little bit. Back in this ball game.
You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it. Get some momentum going.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. San Jose State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 14 to Eastern Michigan. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Nevada going quickly. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until
these freshmen play different.
They'll try to get it in with the run.
These freshmen play different. These freshmen play different. You got to play like they play. They got a lot of speed. They play different.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Payne. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes.
And it's a fumble after that.
Oh, God damn it, he didn't pick it up.
Oh, the offensive effort's absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's going to pass. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great. The quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Graves. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. It's
a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Nevada has it in the red zone. He wants to throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking for a huge play. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops the throw. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And the pass is intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
Nevada going quickly. On second down, he'll fire. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, he's been the go-to guy all game long. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has.
Come on, guys. We're back in the game.
After time again. But this
Stop him
QB,
here.
this offense, they're undeterred. They continue to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
Try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Graves. Bounced off his feet. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Trying play action. Unloads it left. Or did he find a hole in the defense? Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes, he's fast, he's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy
do? Here comes the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nevada. And they add 6 more to the board with that.
Come on, guys. That was terrible.
I definitely like being the quarterback coach of this guy because he makes me look good. I mean, he makes me defend the whole field as a defense and all the weapons and all the options, and then he can do that. He can take it himself, glide into the end zone, and get 6.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair. They're up 14 over Georgia Southern. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Offense getting set for first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. Second interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to...
And that pass picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
He's not afraid to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Looking for a block. It's Graves. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
Trying to get to it. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You can tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Now they'll run the draw. Putting together a real scoring threat.
Come on,
here
guys.
as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Oh, that's frustrating for a defense. Third and long, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. Great play call. Catch them off guard. First down for the offense.
It's a draw. Keeps the legs moving. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Fires to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Touchdown, Nevada.
Come on, guys.
And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
Comes out throwing on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he grabs it at the 15. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Now, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. That's reeled in. It's Wells. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll try to take it back. The 40. At the 20. And with the interception,
That was stupid. You saw the guy standing right there.
Touchdown, Nevada. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall.
That was not smart. You saw that guy standing right there.
Nice
and he threw it there anyway. Come
nice
on,
return
man.
for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that
These
lead.
guys got jokes now.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help them.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup.
Come on, guys, we gotta get down by 14
Purdue
before
is
the
in
fourth quarter.
front. They've
Down.
led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly
Jefferson
putting this one in the
defense.
win column just yet. They're up by 7
Better stop him. Come on.
over UConn. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Off play action. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And don't forget, they've already had a field goal block. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defender staying right by the receiver in the intended target. And as a result, that ball's incomplete.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it on the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll take another shot here. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Looking left. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
He'll do it himself. tripped up for the tackle.
And such an advantage when you got a quarterback that you can design the run game for. Like, it makes it so difficult because instead of handing it off back in the day, Palmer, like you used to do all the time, and stand there, now you get the running back blocking for you, so you're adding an extra blocker in the run game, which makes it really nice on an offense.
Yeah, I had way less pressure on me back when I played. It was literally just throw the ball or turn around and hand it off to someone way more athletic than me.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And it's a nice job by this defense. Understand this, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Gets it out fast. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. He'll come out throwing on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Finds his tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The corners are walked up tight. We've reached the end of the quarter, and it's Nevada holding the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up by 24 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking to throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Feeling some heat. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. What a cut, now he's loose. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The play action fake. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And the pummeling has started.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Running back searching for a hole.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gonna run it. It's Chop. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Grabbed on the outside, it's Wells.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Leaves it with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground, get what you can get, and live to play another day.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Gets open down the middle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fast motion from the offense. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. It's still 3rd and goal. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. And the defense drags him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, keep the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that puller, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss.
They'll go to the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get them on the ground. I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great seasons. I mean, think of 1983 Miami, one of the great teams of all time. Blown out in the opener, won the national championship.
Well, some of us weren't alive. Everybody probably playing this game wasn't alive with that comment. But yeah, great example, Reese. But listen, your season isn't over. Things still down the road for you to look forward to, still improve on, can still have all of your dreams out in front of you. But, you know, 83, Jesse, I know you were playing college football then, but sure.
I think I had just learned how to walk. It's funny, guys, you know, just like that 83 team, this team that lost here today, they are also very talented. They just got to take care and fix